everybody. Hey, we're just setting up. We're about to start the show. We're going to start the show right now.
All right.
Take it away.
I said, now, all you vinyl varmints, all you record collecting crew, have I got a box of records for you? Number 42.
42. We have a live audience today. No.
From the veterans of the Red Skelton fan club.
There's still some out there?
There's a few of them out there.
Well, I guess that would be us, wouldn't it? You guys our age. People our age.
How you doing, Shadow Man?
How am I doing? Trying to keep warm.
It's a chilly day in Studio F here.
Damn chilly. 15
We're in the
degrees.
polar vortex.
It's Saturday, January something or other, end of January.
29th? 28th?
Something like that. It's 16, 15 degrees outside. Nice and clear. People up along the East Coast, I bet you they're not having a very good day today. Stoner, I don't know if you're going to get any of this fall weather, but hope not. Tony, you might be in the line of fire too. I don't know.
Well, we're going to try to warm things up today here at Studio F. I'm your old pal, Attic Daddy.
Yes, you are.
And I want to show you something I just got in the mail, sent away for. And it's a book called Lightning Strikes, about some great moments in rock and roll by Lenny K. Now, Lenny K got quite a rich history. Of course, he's probably best known for being the guitarist in the Patti Smith Band, and has been for years and years. Saw them in '76 up in Massey Hall on their first tour. He had a single out himself in the '60s called Crazy Like a Fox under the name Link Cromwell. He later on wrote for a lot of magazines and a lot of liner notes. And did Cream and Crawdaddy and Rock Scene, the famous New York-centric rock scene. And he's probably, one of his many accomplishments is this. In 1974, this is the original one. There's been some expanded ones since. This is called Nuggets. And this was the first compilation, double album, and it really features garage bands, or what they used to call punk bands, not the Ramones Sex Pistols one, but the 60s punk bands like Psychotic Reactions on here, Count 5, Shadows of Night, all those type of songs, which I've heard it explained before was all the things that came out a year after the Stones were on TV. You know, that took everybody about a year to play and put together some of these wonderful things on here, you know. And of course, Hey Joe and Baby Please Don't Go by the Amboy Dukes, and Oh Yeah by the Shadows of Night, Liar Liar by the Castaway. Just incredible.
This would be right up your alley there, Rick Strange.
Yeah.
I
And
think.
this really, for '74, these songs weren't 10 years old yet. And this is the first thing that really defined it as a genre, you know, that people tend to call garage now.
Mm.
Yeah, and as I say, this has been expanded on since. A few years ago in New Orleans, when we were at the Ponderosa Stomp, Lenny K was there. Very friendly guy. Went over and got to thank him personally for Nuggets. Now, what Nuggets started was a lot of series of garage bands. This was pretty well known. A lot of these we could actually call hit records on Nuggets. But then the more obscure stuff started popping up, like this series, Back to the Grave.
Volume 3?
This is volume 3. I think it is, I'm not sure, I think it's up to 18 by this point. This guy, and it's, they're certainly more obscure bands, taken off of 45s and everything. They're just wonderful, wonderful rockin' stuff. Lots of fuzz guitar, Farfisa organ. I mean, the Chantels being Be My Queen, Little Willie and the Adolescents, Ken in the Fourth Dimension, Me and the Guys, The Intruders, The Interns, The Monocles, The Little Boy Blues.
Hmm.
You know, of course, with the great, I'd say the Cramps, which our show we just did last week, was a huge influence on this stuff. And speaking of which, this is a British compilation, Rockabilly Psychosis and Garage Disease.
Psychosis?
And the Cramps are on here.
Sonics?
And yeah, and then some of the other bands too, like some older classic bands. And this is where you can get the Phantom doing Love Me. And the legendary Stardust Cowboy,
Oh my.
who I went to see. Well, when we were in New Orleans, I saw him too. I said, hey, I've seen somebody who was on Laugh-In. It was a proud moment. Yeah.
Jimmy Dickinson and the
Yeah,
Cramps.
Jimmy Dickinson does a song with the Cramps. Jim Dickinson has quite a rich history. Plays piano on Wild Horses, for just one example of Jim Dickinson's history. Okay, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby.
Oh lordy.
Yes.
Oh my.
Now this comp here has the Delroys doing Bermuda Shorts on it, if you ever care to YouTube that. That's a crazy song. That somehow 78 of that ended up around my house when I was a kid. For some reason we had the 78 of Delroys.
78.
Bermuda Shorts. Yeah.
From Neff Street.
And just tons of songs, just really, really weird, obscure labels and everything. Slop and Sleaze.
Yep.
There you go. What more could you ask for?
A little less sleaze, a little more slop.
Wavy Gravy. This is another for adult enthusiasts.
Enthusiast?
Yes. And it's got some real, it's got versions of Bacon Fat on here, and the Ho Ho Laughing Monster, Go Go Gorilla, and Porter Wagner doing the Rubber Room, which I think we mentioned before on our Kooky Country show.
That's on that.
Yes. Yes, this is quite an infamous song, actually.
Rubber Room.
The Rubber Room. The Rubber Room.
Hmm.
Okay, this is Louisiana Punk. And again, we're not talking about the School 77 punk rock. They were talking about 66. And this is all from Louisiana. The Better Half Dozen. The Little Bits. Girl Give Me Love. And where is it? Oh yeah, Dr. Speck's Optical Illusion. So that's when things were just changing a bit to a little more psychedelic bent on these. But yeah, all taken off original labels.
So this would be a compilation.
This is a great album, actually. Well, I mean, they all are. I think these are wonderful. You'll learn so much from this stuff. And get to hear these things. Okay, this is Wild Weekend. And you know what song this has on it, Mike? Wild Weekend. Yes.
Oh God, I forget how it goes. Aren't you all lucky?
Yeah. And it's got, Judy in Disguise.
Wild
and
Weekend,
Bob
is that-
Stops Cry Like a Baby. And the Rockin' Rebels do a Wild Weekend.
Well, we. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, they used it for KB radio.
KB radio.
Yes. I'm sure a lot of stations probably did that. It's such a natural.
We were bombarded with that up in this area. We got KB, WBEN, WGR.
Oh, Buffalo. Oh.
And if you're lucky, you got a Chum FM. CKOC out of Hamilton.
Okay, this is Jump Baby Jump. And this is original, mostly rockabilly and kind of jump blues from the 50s. Another very cool album. But this has Herbie Duncan's Hot Lips Baby on it, which is another highly recommended. Once you start getting a little deeper into the surface of garage and rockabilly, then the first tier, like the underground tier shows up of these songs that people play for each other, and they get to be well known for a certain sick element of society.
That album looks to be in very good condition.
They are.
The jacket does.
Treasured these.
How old are they?
I'd say most of these are 80s. 1980s, early 90s, probably very golden age for comps. Like this one was put out here. This is Epic Records. This is a larger label. And it's a double album. And it's, done up quite beautiful. And of course the crowning is the Link Ray picture on the bottom of that black and white leather jacket, and the Danny Electro Longhorn.
Love that hairdo.
Oh, and love Link. We've done a Link, Charlie Feathers, and Wanda Jackson show. Those oldies but goodies, these are from Delphi. This is Delphi Records here. And it's got the original Hippie Hippie Shake from Chan Romero. And this has got some Richie Valens, and this is like deep California stuff.
On the Ace label.
On the Ace label, which beautiful label for putting out reissues. And they have lovely catalogs, well they used to. Maybe everything's online now, but at these time when you got these records or sent away for them, or if you weren't lucky enough to find them in Toronto, Buffalo, and they have great, great catalogs.
Ooh, my head?
Yeah, Ooh, My Head, which is a Little Richard song. It's kind of like that.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Pardon me.
Okay, Let's Have a Party. Again, this is an 80s one. This was pretty influential because it had some more obscure Burnett brothers, Johnny and Dorsey Burnett. Of course, the rockabilly guys from Memphis, and some Wanda Jackson and all that. But Let's Have a Party.
Is that Wanda
That's
Jackson?
Wanda. That's Wanda there. She does Let's Have a Party on this.
There she is.
Yes.
What is she, 5 foot tall?
She is very petite. I think I mentioned this before. I've met her 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time in New Orleans. At least that's something to talk about the other 2 times I met her. Well, today's drink is half dirty water by the Standells.
I love that drink.
I love that water. And the other half is strychnine from the Sonics. So
I guess if you can build up a resistance to strychnine, I guess you're living proof.
here we go.
Here we go.
Okay.
So,
well, thank you. Thank you. Again to the Red Skeleton Fan Club. We got a man dressed as Clem Cadiddlehopper here too. It's Cadiddlehopper. It's quite charming. Thank you, Shadow Man.
thank you. And we haven't been here as often as we'd like because Kevin's busy, and like I say, he's been down to 1 card for the past couple of weeks. The weather sucks. Everything sucks. Not everything, but
We're okay.
we're okay.
We're here. Resistant to strychnine.
Yeah, and other things.
What the fun.
Yes, it has been. Give out your teeth.